Let's see how many people have Star Wars. Darth Reaper, Darth Vader, Bacon
Wow.
Solo. Oh wow, if someone actually did Spock, that's rude. Chewie, Han Solo, Kylo Ren, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Obi-2 Kenobi. This is weird.
To be fair, when it comes to Star Wars, I have seen a bit of one of them. Like, I have watched those. Yeah, that was not English. Yeah, I haven't really watched Star Wars.
Yes, shame on you, JT.
I've seen the Star Trek, but I never watched it as a kid, and a bit of it I think is kind of nostalgia. And so I'm a bit like, well, it's kind of okay for me to not have. But, yeah, no, but I picked up enough of the language. Like, there was one which I was like, oh, I wanted to call it something, but I can't remember what I wanted to call it. No, the name's gone. Han Solo! Oh no!
Han Solo is dead.
Jane Doe. Darth Reaper.
Well, there have been a lot of Darth.
I just noticed something. Mr.
What did you
Spocknov.
Yeah, no, I noticed that too. Someone saw let's do a Star Wars theme, and then went, oh, I'm gonna annoy everyone and go Star Trek.
Yeah, that's scandalous. I think they need to
Yeah,
die.
someone always does that. Also, for anyone, you guys, if you've heard of Dungeons and Dragons, I'm basically doing Dungeons and Dragons in Star Wars. So I'm kind of a Star Wars nerd. Just a tiny little bit.
Wait, did you just say you're a Star Wars nerd?
Yeah, a lot. I know a fair bit.
One day this will be tested, and we shall.
Well, I've basically made a campaign where I have to make up the rules and what happens in the Star Wars world. Where basically, when people say they want to go left, I have to know what the hell is on the left side, or next to the left trail. Or if they want to go to a specific planet, I have to know what's on that planet. I know, Misters, I know. Oh, you were Han Solo? Oh,
Oh no!
that's a shame.
After all that, you
Oh,
died
I'm
so
so
quickly. Oh well, that you've learned that. A lot of people say it's Amnesiac's curse where you die night one, but quite honestly,
Medium's curse. Medium's curse.
I'm sorry, not. Why am I saying Amnesiac's curse?
Because you're
Medium.
weird.
I am weird. It's because I'm about to contradict the thing, and therefore I was gonna say a different thing to what I. Yeah, everyone always says medium's curse, and I'm like, nah, it's retributionist curse. I always die night one, and I'm retributionist. I never live that long. But everyone says mediums, and I'm like, not anymore. And initially when the game came out, it was, but...
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
retributionists often get killed off early, which is more annoying in my opinion. Like, if you're a medium and you die, it's like, fine, I'm a medium, I died. But if you're a retributionist, you have one job, and that's to save someone who's already dead. And if you just die,
And voting power. Voting power.
Also voting power, true, yeah.
Voting power. Retributions can be vital sometimes. And they
Yeah,
can greatly
look.
change into vamps.
Both the Darth lives next to each other, and they both have dark pets.
Okay.
Unfortunately not, Mess. I wish you could, but you can't.
Right. Sorry, I missed that completely. You know when sometimes you pay attention, you cannot save yourself.
No,
So-
you can't save yourself.
Yeah, so retributionists, you're only allowed to have one retributionist in a game. You can revive someone that's dead and bring them back to life, providing they're still in the game and haven't left. Obviously, they need to be a town member, you know. And yeah, I really like retributionists.
Well, Amnesia can turn himself into your role. No,
And
no, they
Amni
can't.
cannot do that. Yeah, no, so there can only be one retributionist in the game. So for them to be able to remember to be retributionists, there will have already have been a retributionist. Therefore, I've thought about that
Bye,
before, and
Crazy.
I wanted it to, but it's just not a thing. Oh, bye, Crazy! I'm dead, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Were you Jedi?
I was the mayor, and who was like, YOLO.
I love how you just went for the stereotypical thing in Star Wars, not an actual person.
I know. I said that. I'm not. I think there is a Star Wars thing which I wanted to call myself, and I couldn't remember what it is.
What was it? Like what
I
kind
still,
of thing?
it was like a creature, not Chewbacca. Obviously, I know Chewbacca is a creature, but it isn't
Jabba the
quite a
Hutt?
creature. Jabba the Hutt. I wanted to be Jabba the
How did I
Hutt.
know you were thinking about that?
Kylo Ren's a console. I like that.
Kylo Ren's
Yeah, no, you've never been able to have two retros. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately
really, really wanted it to be a thing, but it's not a thing. Like at one point, I was like, "Oh, it is a thing," but no, it's not. There's Mafia. Thanks. I'm not dead now. Darth Vader is Maf 2. I am on fire. Well, I trust Jane Doe, so go for it. Head claims invest. There's a lot of people claiming invest roles. Jeez. Alright, let's follow it. Even though I can't be brought back to life. Let's claim OB2 invest. Everyone's voting against Darth. Is that who Jane accused? I mean, Obi is confirming the invest thing, so it could be a... I know, right? There's nothing worse when you're just like, oh, well.
I keep forgetting to press the damn button to speak.
Oh no! I can figure it out. Because I don't have it, but I think everyone else has it. Is that it? I'm not sure of my settings. Oh.
And the mess has arrived in the dead chat.
I thought you were saying it was now a mess. Oh, and you were bad. Oh, and also there's more Mafia. Interesting.
I
This is
love
the
how-
misters.
I love the fact that Darth Vader got a bad role. I was like, oh my.
And Kylo Ren. And Abigail Hobbs, which I find funny too. I love so much yesterday when an Amni was pressured to remember me, thinking I was a transporter, and when I actually disguised as trans, and then she got hanged. Oh! Yeah, that's pretty brutal. I love that. I love that so much. That poor dear. I'd feel so guilty as Town. I would feel so guilty. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I have to kill you. Like, we have to lynch you because you're now a Mafia member. But I'm really sorry because I did get that to happen on you. Oh, that would be awful. No deaths. Interesting. Oh, that's such a bad situation.
I didn't kill you. It was the mafioso, and the mafioso is still alive. So the only thing I could do is, if I wanted to, I could write something nasty in your will, like change your will. Like that's what a forger does. They mess with your will, but I couldn't kill anyone.
I love following games sometimes where you can just keep track of it. You don't feel the pressure anymore, and then it's just like
The only problem is you always never have time enough to actually write down what you want to write.
no, never.
Yeah, you have to speed write everything because you have to wait until someone actually pushes a button to kill someone, and then you have to start typing. And you never have time enough to make a will unless you actually just copy the will and just put in like the name or something.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so we have.
So am I. It still seems like like you just get it. Don't have enough time very often.
Oh no, it's the pressure, the pace is on. Like they give you exactly the right amount of time with this game, but you still feel the pressure. It's just a bit like oh.
Yeah, as soon as someone pushes the button to kill someone, like you would be able to push a button to save someone. As soon as someone pushes that, it says blah 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 has voted to kill blah blah blah, and then you'll have to go into their chat, go into their will, and then write it down.
You mean
really
forging?
quickly.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of the best things of forging is just removing their will completely.
Yeah, which you could do, but if you want to have fun with the forger, you want to write some weird stuff.
Pre-prepare it in another window. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the easiest way to do it is pre-prepare something.
It works best with a consig though, doesn't it? Because a consig can find out all the information about what role they are, and they can make it look realistic. It's great.
Yeah.
Chat was something that, especially at the beginning, I thought was a down point in the game because trolls and spam chat. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it depends on the game type. If you play just a standard classic, you get a lot more because a lot of the newbies don't really know how to change into a different game type, and it sounds really bad. And again, you get that in custom. Like, whenever I've played during the day, like, there are only so many lobbies which are going on, and so therefore I found that if you have a stupid host, you then get jump from channel to channel, and then it's just like, and then spam, etc., and it's not particularly very fun at all. And Red Wars Mafia say they did a good call because that's what my instinct would have been too with that result. But yeah, but it depends on the type. That's why I often play ranked practice, because with ranked practice you've again got the aspiring people to play better. If you've got lobbies of people, like right now we've got a lot of people that if they came as part of my stream, it means that they've probably played a bit. Obviously I know you missed his haven't, but you're doing well. If you have it as part of a lobby, like we were playing with Housier, and again his followers and subscribers, they know how to play too. So it's all about who you play with, and so it's great. Oh, Stars Mafia! Oh, Jane Doe is a beast. This game, absolute beast.
Yeah, they keep finding like whoever, like every time there's a Mafia, they keep finding it. I'm a bit iffy on this because they're finding every Mafia.
Well, yesterday they checked someone else, though, didn't they? They checked Ted. Yeah, they checked Ted yesterday.
Possibly, but like every day a Mafia's died, basically.
Yeah, basically. I said that like, oh well, but yeah.
Also,
I might actually win! I might actually win!
I'm not gonna win. But
I haven't won a game yet! Yeah, Ted is not suspicious, so in bet. So yeah, yesterday they checked Ted.
But the new game you've been starting to play, which is basically this but higher graphic.
Oh no, it's different. It's different.
Yeah, but that doesn't have chat, does it?
No, it does. It does.
Oh, it does. I thought it didn't have chat. I thought that like. No, it doesn't have names. That's right.
No, it doesn't. You can't do a custom name, no. And so you see the same names game after game. But in terms of the roles, it's far more complex what people do. People have multiple abilities, of which it's confusing. You need to learn these different abilities. So you actually need to know exactly what. And I'm not saying you do it with Town of Salem, but with like the names in Town of Salem, it's kind of implied what people do. So a retributionist, that would bring back someone from the dead. Medium, they speak to the dead. An investigator, they investigate. Like with Town of Salem, I know it's stupid, but they kind of spell out what people do.
Yeah, it's more child friendly.
And so with Throne of Lies, sorry, we're back on Throne of Lies. The names don't necessarily match.
No, I watched. I think I watched your first video of that, and I got a headache. I was like, no.
Yeah, I mean,
and then you just asked me to get it and play it with you at some time, and I'm like, okay, I might start to learn something, or I think it might be funnier of me being completely ridiculously bad at that game. I think that would be more fun. Also, they've just hanged every Mafia every night since the game started. I don't think this can't be for real. Like seriously, like either the luck is out of the box or someone's been selling their soul to Satan or something.
I think so.
Yeah, JP. I watched one of her videos. I'll play it just because squirrels.
Thanks.
But nothing else.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those games where just give it a chance kind of things, because in terms of the graphics, it's really kind of what they've got. There's a really good foundation, and it certainly uses your brain. Like it's a really engaging community. Like I'm part of the Discord group because that's the only way in the alpha stages that you can kind of get a game together. And it's just like everyone's so engaged and happy. It's like, you know, with Town of Salem you have, you know, the really positive community. You've also got really like trolly negative community. With Throne of Lies you've got a really good community right now, and so you've got a lot of really. Well,
that's just because there's not a lot of people.
True, but it means that you can have some really good games at the moment. is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but like that's the problem with any community is when it's like a few people, like maybe 100 to 150
Yeah.
people, it can be fine. And then when you start hitting 200, there's bound to be assholes. There's there's just bound to be people coming in and just trolling or being toxic, and it's the law of life of you can't get that many people in a place without there being bad elements.
Yeah. In terms of the art style, I like both in their own right. I mean, I do like the art style of Town of Salem. Obviously, I have my complaints. I've already had a rant about this. I'm not gonna have a second rant about it. But obviously, in terms of I don't like what they do to the female skins, and I'll leave it at that. And also, they're not exactly very original in terms of who they do the skins for. You know, it's a little bit kind of like, well, that is clearly a character from this show. You know, so yeah, so I have positives and negatives about the artwork, so to speak. But yeah, I like the Town of Salem artwork, and obviously it's still an alpha, so Throne of Light still has some way to come in terms of that artwork as well.
Honestly, I feel minimalist is kind of the point of games like these. Like you don't really need that high graphic because the graphics doesn't matter, which is why I like this. It's colorful, it's sparkly, it gives you options if that's what you're looking for.
It's sparkly.
But like yeah, but like putting on like high tense like graphics, it makes no sense for a game like this because it doesn't matter what the graphics are. You don't have to pay attention to them at all. You could do this on a black and white screen. You could play this game on a black and white screen.
You can play it with a piece of paper which says
exactly like you could remove the entire background of
you
this
could
game
just
and
do
it's
that.
still make it
You could give someone that one. There you go. You're like, all right. There you go. You're Mafia. Then it could be someone else, and you're like, okay, you're a town. And the sad reality is, you know, and then I give that to them, you know, but they'll all be scrunched up in a pile. So then you'll have your things, and you'll be like, oh, which one is? And then you take that one, and you're like, oh, so this game, I'm that. And that's how I worst played this game, you know. You don't need any graphics.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's no point in worrying about graphics for a game like this. So, as soon as you get
well, not necessarily. It's all about the game that's linked to it, isn't it? But yeah, you don't need it. You don't need it at all.
You don't need it, and honestly, I think the better the graphics are, or the more flashy the graphics are, the more distracting they can be as well.
Well, there were no deaths. That's always positive. Come on, I want to win again.
It's really fun looking at you speaking like after the fact when I.
Yeah, because you're hearing it at a different time.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Ah.
I was looking at the balled up notes you did.
Yeah, that's definitely how I played those games first of all. Oh, good times. I love those.
I think this is my first iteration of a game like this.
Do you mean, right?
I agree with that, JP. Like, that's the kind of thing that makes it like okay for it to have some fans and stuff. The point is it's not necessary. Like the first thing I bought was the splat animation just because I wanted splat animation because my name is Mess. It kind of fits. But other than that, like you don't need that kind of things, but it gives it a little extra little oomph. But too much and it can become be a distraction.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah, I like the skins. I invest in skins and I invest in maps. That like I won't buy anything else for this game in terms of, you know, things that I have to purchase with coins. Like, nah.
I'm not gonna buy anything for this game. Like if I have the gold coins, since I've had them for forever, I might. But then again, I'm the kind of dumbass who spent like I don't know how many thousand kroners I've spent on skins for Smite. Because I'm that kind of dumbass.
You love your Smite though.
I do love Smite. Smite is great, and the skins there are amazing.
As long as if it makes you happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a collector. Like I've gotten that from my dad. Like he collected so much stuff. So whenever I start collecting something, I really want everything. And getting everything in a game like Smite means actually buying skins whenever they come out and stuff. So I've ruined my economy just by being a dumbass collector.
Ah, you're open. It's fun seeing who everyone is.
I'm the Darth of the Vaders.
Vampire Jedi. No. What? Oh, I didn't want a vampire. Oh no, I thought I might get a win this game, but no.
JP and Smite, the skins, a lot of the skins are not free. The skins in this game can be free.
So, are you on, JP, are you on about Town of Salem with that, or are you about Smite? Because with Town of Salem, you can get coins by completing challenges or by winning games, and you get coins. But you now only get silver coins, you don't get gold coins, whereas before you used to get gold coins, and so now it's like, yeah, so you can get some skins, but you can't get all skins. What has Vampire Hunter been doing? You don't necessarily have a Vampire Hunter, do you? I don't think you do.
I think Miss Tiz actually left. She's been so quiet. Which is understandable because she died first night and I know how ragey I get.
You can buy more than you think with merit points, I think. Like, I had a look through it and I was like, you can get more. But I don't think they've got the system right. Like, I'm surprised that they've implemented, like, with the system that they have, I feel like you should be able to get very few skins, etc. But you should, be able to buy things like that you can use once, like scrolls and stuff. They should be silver coins because, you know, you just use it and you still can use it and it's fun. Or maybe things like, you know, like perishable things should be silver coins, and I don't know why they aren't all silver coins. I don't see why they should be gold coins, because why would you waste that on that?
It's because they want people to spend money.
Special skins, like really quirky special skins, should be 100% the gold coins. And then kind of more basic skins, you know, they should be obviously more expensive than perishable items, but they should be silver coins. I just don't get quite the balance that they've got with the points. I understand that they want to make money, but how they've done it is weird. Hey! I like how you like tell them hi. Hey, Mutant.
Well, that's the one thing I'm better than you at.
You're so much better. And the sad thing is I often read it and I say hi in my head, but I don't translate it into words, and I'm like, I'm bad.
Well, that's the thing with me. Whenever I stream, I never have visitors, so the few times I have visitors, I do remember to say hi. Also, Miss Tiz, if it makes you feel any better about you dying first night, that happened to me 4 games in a row.
Oh gosh. Like, in fact, Halsey stopped playing Town of Salem with me for a good long while.
Oh yeah.
Because he literally died first time every night for 6 games, and he was like, I'm done.
No, I was like, I'm done. I'm not. No, I'm out.
Yeah, both of you. In fact, I had that one day, and I was like, no, I'm not happy.
No, but if you had that one day, that would be fine. Like, you'd come back a few days later and go back. I think it was like over a month. Yeah, isn't that annoying, Mute? Like, that's the worst thing. Like, it happens from time to time. I get that, but when it happens like 6 times in a row, like 6 games in a row, you get kind of annoyed.
Yeah.
The worst part is a few of these times we've actually been recording, which makes it even worse. Because I'll just sit there quietly and not be able to say anything.
Hey, Squirrels, you're concentrating on the game, and well, yeah, I can't do anything because, you know, I'm dead. It's great.
Oh, Jester 3 times in a row.
For so long I struggled with Jester, and now, my dears, I have figured out how to do Jester. I don't like the X, but I figured out Jester. Yeah.
Oh, this is the last game, Foxy.
Yeah, hey Foxy, yeah, we're just finishing up now. Oh my god. I swear this game started at 15:15. Oh, time just passes. I told myself you're finishing at 11. Like, I started at 8:20, for goodness sake. It's been over 3 hours, you know, that's going closer to 4 hours than 3 hours. That's ridiculous. When I said earlier to Halsey that I can just keep playing, sometimes with this game. It's ridiculous.
Also, I just remembered I was supposed to come up with a joke, but as far as I've gotten is, they meet in a bar, they start talking football, and the Portugal dude wins. Like, that's how far I've gotten so far.
Oh god, I was so sure I might win.
Oh,
Win.
a buddy of mine, when he was Jester, he did this to me. I hate him for it. He actually went into Google Translate and just started writing stuff into Russian and just posting it in chat. It just made people kill him.
Yeah, I sometimes put Insoya and Brewer, something like that, and it's I am the witch.
Oh yeah, I remember you doing that a few
Yeah,
times.
it's fun. I've stopped doing it now because people have picked up on it. But if anyone says like Bruja, it means witch, and so they're saying I'm witch. So but it's fun because you're actually telling everyone what you are, but they don't necessarily know. But I think people have picked up on it, and you do get Spanish
Again,
speakers, so not as much anymore.
and then a lot of people are too lazy to look it up. It's very easy to go into Google
Mhm.
Translate and just write it down, but people are like, nah.
Yeah, but talking in another language, I think that is probably reportable, but it is a way to get people to dislike you and possibly get lynched as a jester. Not my preferred strat.
See, living long as a Jester is just being silent, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
JP just said.
Yeah. Or claim survivor, then everyone realizes you're not survivor, and then they lynch you. It's another great one.
Yeah. Well, often they'll hang you for saying Survivor, which is a great thing. That's the. Oh, I need to try that once. I need to try that at some point. Say
hmm
claim Survivor because everyone wants to kill survivors.
Yeah, so claim survivor night one is Jester.
Yeah.
Then the other, particularly if you're playing like benign, ranked practice, or a game where the roles are listed, and it's just like, oh wait a minute, they're not survivor or they're the enemy. Oh, we're gonna lynch them because they're actually an evil person. Yeah, turns out you're Jester, you know. And because you claim survivor early on, there, I think you're less likely to be Jester. It's a great way of doing it, but it's the same principle with role clash. If it's not possible on the role list because it clashes with another role, then you know they're gonna like you can't be that and lynch you. You know, as long as you claim early enough and it's a bit like that. And I often used to, by trying to be convincing, I often talked myself off the stand. So I had to make stupid responses on the stand in order to make myself look like I would vote someone else guilty. That made no sense, I don't think. But basically,
No.
some people are either good at defending themselves on the stand or not. And if they don't defend themselves well, I usually vote guilty. So I was so convincing that people voted innocent because I was great at blagging that I wasn't Jester when I was Jester.
Uh, Zed, you're absolutely correct because you called yourself Batman. No one wanted to mess with you until it was too late.
It's true. This is very true.
Uh, JP, that's really weird. Like you claimed it first. That's really weird. It shouldn't work like that, but I kind of like that it did.
It happens. It's all about who they believe, but that's very weird. They lynched you before the other one. I'm very curious.
Right. It looks like you do. By the way, for everyone that's in chat, don't worry, I'm not gonna be here every time she streams.
Every time.
If you get annoyed by me, just let her know and she will stop inviting me. It's fine.
You are kind of annoying. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm nice like that.
No, you're not. If you were kidding, you would say I was always annoying. Saying you're sometimes annoying. Like that's the truth.
Nah, you don't annoy me. Quite weirdly, actually. You
Good.
just... He does. He really does.
You know I can hear you, right?
I know. No, you don't annoy me. You don't annoy me. Or does he?
My voice is pretty.
I watched a really good sketch where, oh god, what was it? It was something really recently.
Squirrels. Never mind that. JP just called my voice pretty.
Your voice
I
is
don't
super
know how to
pretty. I
react.
agree with JP.
How do you even react to something like that?
Say thank you.
Thank you. I've never had that being said about my voice ever.
So all the real Star Wars characters are dead. Bacon Solo. I think that's implied Han Solo, you know. But they wanted to be Bacon instead.
Obviously, someone already picked Han, so.
Ah.
I love how we mentioned like doing a Star Wars thing. Uh, I just read what JP said, and I just fell out my entire conversation there.
Okay, it's not pretty, it's hot.
Yeah, no, that distracted my brain so much. You have no idea. From the entire list, when we said Star Wars names, 3 people actually picked like original Star Wars, and there's 2 people who picked prequels and laters, and then there are a couple of people who just went randomized.
Mm. Well, I like how you've put everyone into these specific categories of it.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I know things. I'm actually like I've had a legit discussion the last couple of days about what era we should put our Star Wars RPG in. Like that's how deep down I go. Nay, what nay, JMC? Are you disagreeing with the Star Wars thing or JP or who? I always disagree with Squirrel, so I'm assuming that's not the thing.
It's true, you do.
Hello, Giraffe. Yeah, Nightbot is not working.
It's a vamp win, for goodness sake!
Fair enough.
I haven't won today! Haven't won today. No fault of my own, I would probably say. I haven't won.
True.
I haven't won a single game. This happens far too much.
Squirrels JMC disagrees with JP, so we have one of on each side now, so it's fine.
Yeah, Giraffe.
Bacon Solo, I assume, would be Han Solo's like grandfather or something. And Darth Reaper, I would say go in Old Republic, like way back in the day when there were a bunch of Sith and a bunch of Jedi.
Yeah, sorry, Giant Giraffe. Nightbot isn't in chat. I've been told by my streamer friends that it is actually broken, so you know I can't play it. Put it in my chat. So even if I had it in my chat, it wouldn't work. But commands will be back. They will be back.
Yes.
It's just a case. This is my first stream back in a little while. So quite a while.
Quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, possibly one of us is still alive. Like, we've been dead for a long while. I've been dead for... This is a really long game. I swear this game started at quarter past. I think it's a 45-minute game. This is ridiculous.
Squirrels, say you're welcome to Star.
You're welcome.
Star, thank you for inviting.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that, but I was going to wait until I could, oh, it's Derpy Friends. There you go. I was going to say, who is it?
we are... She is actually calling it for today, but next time, definitely.
What does a vampire do when there's no vampires? Well, that depends, JP, on whether there were vampires to begin with. If there were vampires in the game and there are no more vampires, then the vampire hunter becomes a vigilante who has 1 bullet instead of 3. If there are no vampires, then there is no vampire hunter. So
yeah, they turn into Vig, don't they?
No, if there are no vampires, there is no vampire hunter. You have to have vampires in a game for there to be a vampire hunter.
Yeah, but if you've killed all the vampires, they
get turned into vigilante. I just said that, Evan. Pay attention.
I'm reading your chat as well. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Giant Giraffe. She did say that was gonna be her last game. Are you still sticking with that, Squirrel?
Yeah, it is gonna be last game. It's just past midnight. I intended to end at 11, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add you to my friends list and say if we're ever on at the same time in the future, then we can play. If you follow me on Twitter, if you don't already know me, then I always tweet out when I'm streaming. I've also got a Facebook as well. The names are all SquirrelsMK. I also have YouTube. I don't know if you guys are people that are subscribed to my YouTube, but I've posted Town of Salem videos for about 2 years. But I've been a bit lax recently. But you know, that's what it was, and there's me plugging at the end. But that's because I'm finishing up now. But hopefully we can play in the future. Again, if you follow me on any of those 3 things, I put a streaming. If I'm ever streaming on YouTube, so. I have different ways of notifying you if I'm streaming, and those are the ways. I think you can follow I'm so out of practice with Twitch. You can follow me on Twitch as well, which is again another way of doing it. Yeah, and so yeah, and it was really awesome having you. I love seeing new faces as well, and I genuinely don't think that you are people that I've actually seen before as well. So it's been really awesome having you because, you know, new faces are great. So yeah, so I guess I'm gonna end it now. But I hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you all soon. So that is it. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.